welcome. Good to have you here. This message is going to be a general reading, and it's only going to resonate with a specific group of Tauruses. I structure my readings so that you know within the first minute or so if this reading is going to be for you. If it is, just continue watching and glean what you can. And if not, just feel free to check back for one of the other Taurus readings this month. So let's get to it. Taurus, which Taurus? This is reading for which Taurus? This is reading for. Which Taurus is this reading for? Okay, normally I only take 2 cards, but these last 2 wanted to come out together. So it looks like this reading is going to be geared towards Tauruses that are mourning kind of the loss of either a relationship that they really thought was going to go somewhere. They thought that this person was the one, was their ideal partner, the person who they could just lay down roots with and that they'd be with forever. They look at this person with such adoration here. This also could be a Taurus that is mourning the loss of someone who maybe you weren't actually in the relationship, but you saw some kind of potential with this person and you've kind of gone within yourself. You're not able to see kind of the other opportunities that are out there because you invested. This is a card of reaping everything that you've sown here. So you really kind of invested a lot of emotion. You could have invested resources into this person, and it just didn't work out the way you hoped. Because this is faith and hope. You really had faith and hope that this situation was going to be the solid, stable commitment, and you were going to be done. But unfortunately, that's not how this worked out. So, if that resonated with you, we're going to go ahead and do a full reading. If not, I will see you next time in one of the other readings. Okay, so Taurus, in your present situation, you have the Queen of Wands, which is a really, really passionate energy. This is kind of an energy of someone who goes after what they want, really passionately pursues something. And what's challenging that, what's the obstacle to that, is the moon. The moon really talks about some deception here, something that you didn't know, something that came to light. So there's something you were extremely passionate about, that you were putting in a lot of emotion, effort, real tangible action into a situation, and unfortunately there was a lot you didn't know. Maybe some feelings that you didn't know, or maybe feelings that you hoped were there that weren't actually there. They were hiding something, and something potentially came to light here. Now in the past, you've got the Nine of Wands. So in this particular situation, even though you're currently dealing with the deception, or if it's not necessarily an actual betrayal or deception, something coming out like cheating, lying. It could be that someone portrayed that they had feelings that maybe they didn't. This can be an energy of someone kind of getting played a little bit, especially with seeing this Nine of Wands in the past. There were signs that maybe you didn't initially pick up on, or maybe that you noticed but you didn't really heed the warning they were trying to give you. With the Nine of Wands in the past here, this is very defensive, and you were very defensive of this situation, whether it was a relationship or just a love interest. You were defending it at all costs. Whether or not it had really manifested into something truly, truly tangible and real and valuable, you were still defending this relationship or defending this situation. At the base, subconsciously, here is the Magician card. And that really kind of talks about really wanting to manifest. And when I see the Queen of Wands here with the Magician, it really shows me that, Taurus, you really were willing to do whatever it took to manifest this. You were really going to take whatever action it took to make this situation work. And with the Hermit card and kind of what's crowding your reading, or it could be a best case scenario, unfortunately, it looks like you're going to have to do a lot of internal work to figure out why you allowed yourself to invest so much into something that wasn't giving you incremental payoff. There's a lot of soul searching that needs to happen here, which we'll talk about a little bit later because it talks about it a little more in your reading here. You've got the Queen of Cups in the near future, a very intuitive card, and all of a sudden, all of this passionate energy that you had turns very introspective with the Hermit card here and the Queen of Cups in the near future, where your intuition is finally kicked in and you're saying to yourself, why was I defending this situation? I think one thing to note here is you can have the tendency to say, I should have known better. And there are cases where, of course, we should know better. But we've got to take these as lessons. And it's with these cards, I feel like you'll really be able to, with the Queen of Cups and Hermit energy, really internalize this lesson. Because it's a lesson you don't have to repeat if you don't want to. If you choose to do the work that you won't find yourself in a similar situation, you'll heed those signs early. In your emotions here, you've got the Two of Pentacles, and this could also be advice, but I'm taking this as in your emotions because you are really trying to juggle things emotionally. I see these waves here, and it really sticks out to me. It's kind of rocking back and forth, this sensation of going back and forth with your emotions. Like 1 minute feeling extremely strong in this Queen of Wands energy, and the next minute feeling very hermit-like and wanting to kind of like go within and figure out, where did I go wrong? And going into this Queen of Cups energy, which in addition to intuition can also mean a very nurturing and mothering energy. So wanting to allow this person to make amends, or to hear this other person's side out, or just understand why the situation ended up the way it did, or why they did what they did. You've got with this Page of Pentacles energy, unfortunately, it feels like this was a very immature person that you were dealing with. Either they were extremely immature, or right now they have the energy that they are willing to pursue something more stable outside of this situation. They could also be coming in with something tangible for you, something to make amends, but I will tell you that it's something small, and it does not in any way equate to what you deserve based on the energy here that I see that you put into the situation. So externally, keep that in mind regarding this Page of Pentacles character. It could be a gesture that seems kind. It could be a gesture that seems like it's coming from a good place, and it very well could be. However, I wouldn't allow that to rope you back into a situation that's been fairly difficult based on kind of the energy here. It looks like in your hopes and fears, you've got the 9 of Cups, which is an interesting energy for hopes, because this character has essentially everything that he kind of like personally wants. I don't think that's the energy you're in right now. It's not that you kind of want, this guy kind of has his cake and eat it too. I feel like your fear here is that you were involved in a situation where this person utilized you for their emotional benefit, their physical benefit possibly, and you may not have known them the way that you thought that you did. With your outcome card, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. So I will tell you that there's a lot of introspective, stagnant energy here in this particular reading, and you can use that for your benefit, or it can be detrimental for you. If your outcome with the 7 of Pentacles is to wallow and to look at everything that went wrong constantly, look at everything that you invested that did not pan out, it's going to be a long, hard road for you in this situation. But if you take this time to invest in you, there's not a lot of Pentacle energy in the main source of the reading, and you are an earth sign. So I would kind of take that to mean that you kind of need to harness a little bit of that earthly grounded quality and ground yourself and try to look at this situation from a perspective of learning. What lesson can I learn that I don't make these decisions in the future? I will also just note before I end your reading, you could be dealing with a fire sign, which is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. There's also kind of water here as well, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer heavily. And of course, there's some Virgo energy here too. But I hope you enjoyed your